Right. Let's start today's session. This is the first session of Python full stack web development session. Okay. Yes. So in this session, I'm going to discuss just basic demonstration related to Python full stack. Okay. So that means in full stack web development using Python, what subjects I'm going to cover, we'll discuss clearly. So even I'll explain the session details also and the duration of this course, complete Python, full stack or only Python duration also I'll explain you clearly. So you just take this is a basic demo session and even at least 3 demo sessions you can attend regularly. Okay, after attending the demo sessions, 3 or 4, so that you can decide whether you need to enroll for this course or not. Okay, so option is yours. So to become a Python full stack web development, first of all, you should learn a main core subject, that is Python. So next, there are some frameworks are there, that is Django, REST API, Flask, and UI basics, MySQL database, and also SQLite 3. So total these 6 subjects you must aware to become a Python full stack web developer. But here you need not to enroll complete Python full stack web development course. It depends on your requirement. Some students are looking for only Python, that is core concepts like basic concepts and advanced concepts, advanced Python programming. So if your requirement is only Python language, enroll for this only Python core and advanced topic. But if your requirement is complete Python full stack web development, so try to enroll complete for all these 6 subjects purpose Python full stack you have to enroll. So in the Python full stack development, we will be covered total 6 subjects, and in only Python core and advanced topics we'll discuss. This is programming language only. Because I'll give you clarity who should go with only Python, that is core and advanced, who should go with complete Python full stack. See, for suppose your requirement is after learning of Python, okay, your target is uh, data science or data analytics or AI and ML or AWS and DevOps. These tools, if you want to learn after completion of Python, then Python is enough for you because Python is the prerequisite subject for data science, AI, ML, AWS, DevOps, and other tools. So if your requirement is that, then you can go with only Python core and advanced. You need not to go with complete full stack development. Okay, fine. Some students are looking for complete full stack because they don't want to go with the tools like data science, AI, and ML, AWS, DevOps. They want to uh, uh, completely they want to into Python only full stack development. If you want to become a Python full stack developer, I recommend to learn all these subjects. So if you go through only Python core and advanced, so the duration of this programming language is 45 working days to 50 working days. Okay, working days I'm saying this is almost 2 months it will take. Python only, it will take 2 months. That is 45 to 50 working days will take to complete this only Python programming language. But if you go with complete full stack development subjects, like 6 subjects what I have written, okay, then duration of this course is minimum 4 months, maximum 4.5 months. So to complete this all 6 subjects, 4 months, maximum 4.5 months time duration is there to complete this full stack development, including hands-on projects. Yes, we are going to give completely project assistance, project development also. That project we can keep in your resume as a fresher. So complete development process will be there. That is, you will get hands-on experience once we go through this course. Okay, fine, sir. This is the time duration. Next, let me explain the each and every subject purpose, because you must know each and every subject purpose, then only you will get clarity. So in this total 6 subjects, only one programming language, that is Python. Rest of the 5 subjects are not at all programming languages. Okay. So only Python is a programming language you are going to learn. But what about these Django, REST API, Flask means these are frameworks, not languages. So these are frameworks only. That too, these are Python related frameworks. So to learn Django, REST API, Flask framework, you must aware of that Python only first. Okay. Without Python knowledge, you can't go through Django, REST API, Flask framework. Why? Because this is the prerequisite subject for all the Python related frameworks only. So directly you can't start learn with Django, REST API, Flask. You must aware Python first. Why? Because these 3 frameworks are completely Python based framework. The code, this frameworks completely written in Python language through. So only Python language instructions can be understood by these 3 frameworks. So if you want to work with these 3 frameworks, you should pass instructions with Python only, not other language. Okay. So these 3 frameworks, and design purpose, we use UI basics, that is UI technologies like HTML, CSS, JavaScript, jQuery, and then Bootstrap. Yes, these are the UI technologies. And designing purpose we use. I'll explain you clearly each and every subject purpose again. And in the full stack development, a programmer or person need to have the knowledge of database also, that is MySQL, and as well as SQLite we will be covered. So let's start explanation of each and every subject, sir. So in this, Python is the first subject. Okay. Subject number 1, Python. What is Python? Python is a programming language. Yes, it is a programming language. Generally, any programming language, if we take, so which is used to write coding part for the application development, coding part or logic part for the application development. Okay. So programming language is used to write coding part for the application development. So in entire Python full stack web development process, wherever you write the logic part, that complete logic part belongs to Python language only. So that's the reason you must aware Python logics very well. So no matter if you go through only Python course or else full stack development course, first 45 days to 50 days, my complete concentrate and focus on Python lectures only. Python completely, Python syllabus have to cover. Once the first 45 days to 50 days, we finish this Python core and advanced programming, then we will start Django development. Okay. So next subject is Django. So what is Django here? Django, or we can call it as Django. D is a silent. Okay. So Django is not a programming language, rather than it is a framework. So Django is a framework which is used to develop the web applications or websites. Okay. So our main motto is to build web applications or websites, because these are important in real-time implementation. But all the services what we are going to provide to our targeted customers using through web application only. So in Python full stack development, As a programmer, if you want to prepare website or web application development, what framework is required? Django framework is required. So Django is a framework which is used to develop web applications. See, what is web application? Simple. The application which will provide services over the web is called web application. Web application means the application which will provide the services over the web, is called web application. Okay, very simple. So what we are going to use in our daily life, like Flipkart, Amazon, okay, YouTube, Facebook, Insta, these are all web applications only, which we are providing services over the web or internet. It is called web application. But to implement a web application, what framework is required in Python full stack development? Django. So next, Django. Django is Python based. Django is Python based web development framework. It is completely Python based web development framework. Why? Because Django is completely written in Python language only. It's completely written in which language? Python language. In Python. So the Python instructions only can understand by Django. So Django can understand only Python instructions. So before going to start develop web applications with the Django framework, you must have Python logic. Without Python knowledge, you can't start with Django. So I'm saying the Django prerequisite subject is Python. Okay, compulsory it is. And what is framework exactly? You're saying that Django is a framework. What is simple? Framework is nothing but so set of rules regulations already predefined. They have included some set of predefined rules and regulations, and there is a structure. They are giving some libraries with built-in resources. They're able to reuse that resources, rules and regulations based on the build structure. We have to implement the applications. That is called framework. Framework means it's nothing but it's completely predefined protocols or predefined structure and predefined libraries which they are providing. The developer, we have to go through the framework guidelines through only. So application implementation is very simple once the framework libraries are available with you. So I can say that completely framework is nothing but it's a predefined code or ready-made resources. Directly can use, readily use resources are available in the framework. Okay. So you have to develop complete web application in the framework through only. That is Django framework, web development framework it is. It is not a language, it is a framework. Next. So Django framework through we can develop web applications. Once our application is that is web applications, then we need to provide some APIs also for our web applications. For API generating purpose in full stack development, there is one more subject is there, that is REST API. This is also called DRF. The same subject is also called as DRF. DRF stands for Django REST Framework. Django REST Framework. Okay, remember, sir. So API importance, I'll explain first. After that, you will come to know what is the use of REST API subject. That is the subject I'm talking about here. REST. So in REST API, first of all, REST API is also a framework, sir. It is not a language. Generally, this framework, which is used to generate or create the APIs. So why REST API means it is a framework which is used to generate or create APIs. See, what is API? API stands for Application Programming Interface. Application Programming Interface. Okay. So what is REST stands for? REST means representational state transfer. REST stands for representational state transfer. That is so simple. The APIs which are creating by using REST framework or REST architecture is called REST API. So what is the main use of API means? API is a software tool. API is a software tool which enables the communication between two or applications. Main motto of APIs. API is a software tool which enables the communication between two or more applications. Now, coming to the point. Sir, using Django framework with the Python coding, we develop web applications. Okay, that means we generate website. Right now, we edit our web applications clearly, sir. Generally, for what context, what point of view you're preparing web application means you need to provide some services to the customers over the web or internet. That is web application main purpose. But in the process of providing services or to the customers, compulsory your application will interact with other application means communication is required. For example, I will tell you one single example. Suppose you are using some mobile applications like in your mobile, there are some apps are there. For example, Flipkart app is there. Flipkart. Generally, Flipkart app is for what purpose? To buy products. Checking product specifications and everything. Whenever you click on buy now, then immediately your request goes to what we can say payment option. In that payment page, you need to send the request to the banking concern application. So for doing payment from Flipkart application to banking application, you are sending request. That application is going to be take place between two applications. Your banking application need to give or confirmation to the Flipkart application back. So communication is going to happen between two or more applications. No, that communication, how we can use, how we can make through APIs only. So remember, without APIs, there is no communication between two or more applications. APIs will play the important role, especially in web application development. If anybody says that Django with Python only, so without REST API subject, that is waste of time to learn Django. Okay, don't go with that. That is not correct way. Okay, so people might think that only Python coding purpose, Django framework for web application development. Yes, we will develop web application. But for your web applications, if you don't have APIs or if you are not able to generate APIs, waste of time to build your web application. No, because ultimate goal is what? You must make your web application to communicate with other application. You should talk with other application. See, if your application is in a position to discuss or send request to the other application, best of to be the Django application. So I strongly believe that after learn Django framework, you must and should learn REST API also. Because most of them don't know the importance of REST API. So this is very important subject, I can say that. Real time, it's very powerful and useful. Not only I'm speaking Django applications. When Java people also, they must use RESTful services. Okay. And .NET people also, they use APIs, web APIs. The subject is different, but purpose is same. But in when website development, that's what we are using REST API. So API generation is very, very important. This subject also very powerful. But remember that without having knowledge of Django framework, you can't go with REST API. So first you have to get knowledge of Django framework. After that, then you can start learn REST API subject. That's what we can say DRF. DRF means what? Django REST framework it is. So if you know the Django, then only you can prepare REST APIs for Django application. So prerequisite subject for REST APIs Django as well as Python. Because REST API is also Python based framework and complete code in REST API also Python only. But to learn REST API, Django and Python both are mandatory. To learn Django, Python is mandatory. To learn Python, no subject is mandatory. People may ask that, sir, I'm starting Python before going to take Python course. Is that any prerequisite knowledge is required like C basics or C++? Not at all, sir. No worries. Because Python is, it's a basic language. To learn this basic language, no basics are required. Okay, I hope you understand that. So Python programming language, Django framework, REST API framework. So API generating purpose, REST API subject we use. Application implementation purpose, Django framework we use. Complete coding and logic part, if you want to implement in complete full stack development, programming language we use, that is Python only. So Python programming language, Django framework, REST API framework. So each subject is having some purpose actually. I'm explaining that purpose now. So before going to start our full stack development subject, you know clearly what is the subject and what is the purpose of that subject also. That's why I'm explaining STP. Next subject is what's our in our full stack development Flask. So this is our subject. This is also in Flask. See, the Flask is a Python-based framework again. Python-based micro framework it is. Flask is a Python-based micro framework, and Flask is to develop the single page web applications, mostly. So Django is used to develop web applications, but Flask framework also is used for web application. But what is the main difference between Flask and Django means? See, it's very simple. Django framework through we can develop medium scale and large scale applications are possible. But Flask framework through we can develop single page applications or microservice programming purpose we use Flask framework. It is micro framework, not even mini framework. It's a micro framework. It's a lightweight framework. Generally, this framework can be used to develop single page web applications or dashboard kind of web applications, not medium scale and not large scale applications. So in Python full stack web development, if you want to implement the large scale applications and medium scale application, Django framework is required. Small scale applications and single page applications, Flask is required. So this Flask through also we can develop web applications only. It's a micro framework. But to start learning with Flask, what is the prerequisite subject? Python enough. So if we have Python knowledge, then Flask subject is okay, no problem. You can start learn Flask subject. So for Flask, Python is required. For REST API, Django, Python both are required. For Django, Python is required. So this is the order. Okay, fine. So these are all three frameworks which I explained: Django, REST API, Flask. These are not languages, these are frameworks. Python is a language. So far I discussed in the out of 6 subjects, I discuss about 4 subjects only, Fine. Coming to the point. See, in Python full stack web development, especially the programmer should have the knowledge in 2 components. So one is front-end development component. Next one is back-end development components. Yes, these 2 components are important, sir. That means the person who wants to become a full stack developer, they must aware of front-end development as well as back-end development. Front-end development as well as back-end development, sir. Okay. So front-end development means what? Design. Okay. So design. But before that, so far I explained one language, that is Python, 3 frameworks, Django, REST API, Flask. These all subjects under comes into what, backend only, sir. Yes, backend only. Python is backend. Django, REST API, Flask frameworks are completely related to backend. Then what is front end? Yes, front end means only for design purpose. That is UI technologies. That too what? HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Bootstrap, all these things, jQuery. These are UI technologies under comes into front end. So especially this is for designing purpose, no? Yes, we have to design the web pages or websites. Design completely we can do with UI technologies only. HTML through we can develop web pages. Web page design we can do. And if you want to do more styling for your HTML elements, you can apply CSS, cascading style sheets. And JS means JavaScript. If you want to perform any functionality or validations like user inputs, where it is valid or not, if you want to cross-verify before submitting to the server, see, HTML, CSS, JavaScripts are basic UI technologies. And coming to jQuery and Bootstrap, advanced UI technologies. jQuery and Bootstrap. These two are advanced. So this jQuery and Bootstrap also implemented by using these basic CSS, JavaScript. So jQuery is an extension of Java. Bootstrap is the combination of JavaScript and CSS libraries. Means design libraries are there in Bootstrap and functionality library also there in Bootstrap. We use in our Django development, especially web application, we use rapidly Bootstrap techniques only more for designing process. So only front development process you have UI technologies designing process. Now back end components are in these components are implement complete. One programming language is required. The programming language.
programming language. What is the programming language we are going to use in complete full stack development? Python. And the framework is required because based on the guidelines, rules, and structure how to implement some applications, the framework is required. The frameworks are what? The API framework for API, and the Flask framework for microservice program. Three frameworks are it. And the database is also important because in the full stack development, first aware of database knowledge also. So means finally our customer related data or end user information we keep storing database permanently. So anyways, and also you must aware that database purpose we are going to discuss myself and SQLite database tools are going to include in this full stack development subject. So in the back program language, Python frameworks are these, database tools are these. Front end purpose, we will UI basics, or design purpose. So UI through we will do design. Python through we can implement complete logic. MySQL SQL through we can manage database. And STP Flask framework through we will build web applications with set of rules and regulations. What they are with the structure. Okay. So this is complete introduction to Python full stack web development subjects. Okay. So you can say this is a very big demonstration. So, and because you must know first of all subjects and its purpose. I think you have aware each and every subject purpose. I said already, Python core and advanced. Core means basic programming. Python is programming like OOPS concepts, object programming, file handling programming. Advanced level topics are there. Even after completion of demo, you will receive complete full stack web development content. Also, you will receive. You can check the content can cover Python and Django. Everything syllabus content will upload. Okay, will send to your mail. Or will you cross verify that. And as that in the first 45 days to 50 days, my focus is completely on Python. From tomorrow we'll start Python only. Complete Python discussion. After completion of 45 days to 50 working days, we'll go to Django. Django with REST API and Flask. In the process of Django development, REST API development only will be covered UI and SQL completely is one set web process. And the Django API Flask point of view will be covered 2 to 3 projects also. Our hands-on projects, complete and scenarios through. We will implement the projects clearly. So project development will be there, and complete coding from such we will teach you each and every point. Okay, and our regular sessions on each every subject related PDF documentation we will be upload to your mail, and every day session recording also upload to your Google Drive. By all the recording which I think the online sessions, that is lifetime access. Once I share the folder of Python plus object related video folder, it will be there in your Google Drive. Like anytime you can able to access it, no problem. There is no restriction like once 1 year collection. And usually this after enrollment process over. Normally today just take 2 or 3 more demos. Please attend regular so you'll get clarity. If you attention and once there will be any clarity, I think. Please regular is important. Like at least 2 to 3 demos if you attend, you will get clarity. After that, you feel free to take the decision that you want to continue with my lectures or not. That's what I matter. Okay. So here is this complete PDFs like core Python PDF, advanced Python PDF, Django class, REST API, all PDF they will be sent to your mail. This is PDF. And video recording also, everyday session recorded videos will upload to your Google Drive on the same Excel file. And the project development also will be there. The sessions will be Monday, Saturday, regular sessions. Only Sunday is the holiday. Okay. And one more important information I would like to pass in the first demo itself only, sir. Because for clarity, I won't sessions. See, sir, 1 week back, I have started one new batch Python development link. The batch is going, that's 7 8. So today only I have batch. This is 8 to 9 a.m. But to that, for a couple of days, okay, next days we will especially 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. But for sure in future, this 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. batch time is going to be changed. It will be 7 to 8 only. I'm closing this information the first day itself only, because otherwise again you should not make it trouble. Okay, so because clearly in the statement, this batch will be a couple of days, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. only, at least 10 days. After that, immediately this batch timing will be shifted into 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. This is for sure. There are no changes at all. Everybody comfortable with 8 a.m. only, please better to go to the options you have, because this batch will shift into 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. only. This is just for few days only. We can sessions 8 9 a.m. After shift to 7 8 a.m. So this is the basic demo lecture which I gave to. Okay. So tomorrow we will start with Python course. First 40 days, our focus is completely on Python. So if you have any questions related to this discussion today, please go through it. So you can feel free to ask any questions regarding these sessions. I'll try to give the answers. At least you can post your questions in chat box so that I can read it and I'll try to give the answers. Do you have any questions regarding this session? Please go through. And tomorrow onwards, the session will begin 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. This is the basic demo session. That's what I just did. Discuss few things related to Python full stack development. Tomorrow will continue from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. 1 hour session will be there daily.
So timing will be same for every day?
No, that's what I said clearly. No, for few days, 10 to 15 days, the timing will be fixed like 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. But after 15 days, you must come at 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. only.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
So, do we have any specific date when the timing gonna change?
Mostly, see, that's what I said. 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. I have started 1 week batch, 1 week back. So during that 1 week, I'm going right mostly. So whenever your batch people are reached to their topic, then immediately we'll merge it. It takes minimum 10 to 15 days, maximum 15 days. That's it.
Okay, so from tomorrow, we are going to start with Python core.
Advanced. Yeah, Python introduction and Python rules complete. My focus is Python subjects only.
Okay, sir. Got
8 a.m. to 9 a.m.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah.
So actually, I need to know that I want scripting first because I'm belongs from animations industry. So
Yeah,
then
that's the reason. Scripting in the sense Python code only. You must go with
yeah,
Python.
yeah.
So even whatever the programming logic we are writing with Python, that is called scripting.
Okay.
Scripting in the sense what actually Python act as a scripting language as well as programming language. Scripting language is nothing but Python's code can be supported to other application, that is scripting. And only Python through alone if we develop the logic, that is programming. So same thing. I think you need you enough Python core and advanced. That's it. No need to go with full stack. You can go
Okay.
through only Python. That's enough. So any more question from anyone? Yeah, go ahead. Lalit. Lalit, do you have a question? Please go ahead. Oh, okay. They are having new message. Do we also cover Python automation? How to automate using Python? No. Automation process means in what way you think? Like people learn Python, which is related to their application development. But we don't do that automation kind of things means maximum built-in libraries through we will discuss. In what way automation you can please disclose this at least so that I can give clarity on this. No recording videos purpose extra money we don't collect. As it is same.
Hello, sir. Am I audible?
Yeah.
Just regarding this automation. So right now I'm a working professional.
Hmm.
We generally do all the automation like scripting.
Hmm.
Uh, to so as we know that we got 2021
Hmm.
we had a pandemic. In that
Hmm.
time, this automating these things that helped us.
Hmm.
So it's a new trend like where we automate things. For
That's
example, there is a
Hmm.
latest. Yes, please go ahead.
See, for automation purpose, see, our main responsibility is to teach how to deal the logics and application code with Python programming. So once you know that Python programming, then that Python script through we have to do yourself what really requirement is there in your company or working scenarios. Because what really exactly your need, we don't know. No? Somebody will use this Python for testing, Python for networking,
Yes,
Python for AWS or DevOps. We don't know about AWS or DevOps and all, how to deal with them. But we know that Python script as well. That
understood.
you know better that.
Okay, I'm into testing, so basically.
Testing, that's what. Testing libraries, lot of there, but we will not teach the testing libraries because I'm a not testing trainer. My
Okay,
responsibility is to cover as much as we can do with Python, how much we can do with Python libraries and all Python subject will teach you. Based upon that, this knowledge, then how to do in your application, you have to do it.
Okay.
Yeah. Obviously, it is good, Mr. What
Got it.
is Shamala?
That is
Yeah, yeah. No matter which background you are, it is good for freshers. You can choose Python, but only the thing is you have to be practice regularly. That's it. And no need to pay extra amount for videos, sir. Videos are lifetime. Once you are enrolled for this course, once you are Durga Soft students, obviously you have full right to access the videos. No need to do, just course fee is enough.
Sir, all subject is taught by you only, right?
Obviously, no one will be interfere in the middle, because if they interfere, even I don't like, and students will not maintain the flow. So every subject from till once I start today till the end of the course, I'll be there in the line. So every topics are completely covered. So all subject, Django, REST API, Flask, UI, and everything with projects and all.
And also, sir, I have joined lately.
Yeah, no problem.
So basically, I was actually looking for only Python course, not full stack
No
actually.
problem. Python is enough. I said in the beginning session, who should
Hmm.
go with Python, who should go with full stack. Even this video will be uploaded in our YouTube channel, Durga Soft YouTube. That link also you will get quickly. Once we complete demo, our team will send a YouTube link also. This video will be uploaded. So you can watch over there, at least for after completion of demos, you will receive these videos to your mail. Oh, no problem.
Understood.
Yeah.
So, is it not like this Python will be starting from basic, right?
Yes, from very scratch.
Understood.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Very
So
scratch, I'll
if
start. Yeah, basic level program, intermediate level program, advanced level program you will get. Undoubtedly, once you complete core and advanced Python, you will become good at Python at least. So you will not disappoint. That much assurance I can give, no doubt at all.
Understood.
Proceed.
sir, if you are giving Python 45 to 50 days, then other software, how many days it will take?
I said the total 3 months more it will take, because I
Oh,
said total course duration is full stack 4 to 4.5 months maximum it will take. The rest
okay,
of
okay,
the days I'll focus on complete web development process with Django, REST API, Flask, and others.
okay.
Yeah. So thanks for attending this session. I request you, please continue the next 2 to 3 demo sessions so that you will get clarity. After getting clarity only, I request you to enroll for this course and take decision freely after completion of demo lectures. So if you continue the next 2 or 3 sessions, it will be good for you so that you will get complete scenario. So after that, you can decide whether you want to enroll for this course or not. So you can use the same link for next 2 to 3 days also. And after 2 to 3 days, decide that. Have a nice time. See you tomorrow again at same time, 8 a.m. Let's starts today's session. See, in the last lecture of Python, we were discuss about complete introduction part. So Python full stack development subjects and its purpose. And even I have started with the basic introduction of Python. So Python is very important because I'm going to do complete setup of Python for the first time. Who wants to write programming with Python language? So they must follow these all steps one by one. So today I'm going to show you how to download Python software and install it. And also we will try to launch the proper editor, which is really required in future programming. So to download Python software, you must visit this official website, python.org. And this website having plenty of versions of Python. Which version do you want to use? You can download it and install it. But before that, what my plan is, I would like to say one simple command here. That command through what we can do, we can check easily already Python software present in our computer or not. Yes. How to check whether Python already exists in the computer or laptop or not, we will check. So for this purpose, I recommend that just go to command prompt. Okay, go to command prompt and then type. Yes, you have to type simply this command, sir. What command? Python space hyphen version. So if you do this first time, you will come to know that what version it already there in your laptop, whether it is there or not. If it is there, what version you have. For example, if you don't have Python software in your computer, simply you will get clarity like Python was not found or else Python was not recognized like this. So I'm asking you to check whether Python is present in your computer or not. Simply go to command prompt and then type Python space hyphen version. Let me check in my mission. Okay. So go to command prompt, go to search and type command prompt. So there is a command prompt is there. Simply I'm trying to type Python space hyphen version. So the moment when I hit the enter button, you will see this in my computer, the Python already present. Even it disclosed the version also Python 3.13.1. Okay. Even you can try from your side. If you got any version like old version 3.9, 3.1, 10, 3.11, so that's also work, no problem. Do you want to continue with them? You can continue. But in case if you don't have Python software so far in your computer, so immediately you will get the message like Python was not found or Python was not recognized like this. Okay. So this is very simple command to cross verify whether your computer is having Python installed already or not. You can check before going to continue the process. Fine, sir. Next, what my plan is, I want to download and install Python. But to show you all the steps, okay, already in my computer, Python software existed. No? So first, let me uninstall it. So let me uninstall so that I can show you the installation steps clearly, step by step. How to uninstall any software means simple. You can go to control panel of your system, go to search and type control panel. You'll be able to see control panel option. And there is an uninstall program is there. Any software or application, if you have installed already, you do you want to uninstall? This is the procedure, uninstall program. And in this, you can see already Python, it's there installation completely. So that's I am uninstalling now. So right click, simply uninstall. Why I'm doing this means just for showing you the installation steps, what steps or what option need to be select. You should get clarity. So that's the reason I'm trying to uninstall it. So let it be uninstalled. And it won't take much more time, sir, actually. So because as I said that Python is very lightweight software and no need to maintain again some software configurations like hardware configuration, like as it is, whatever you are using the device, that's enough to handle with Python. So it's taking few seconds again to uninstall this total Python in my computer. Please wait. Now you can see unsuccessful, uninstall successfully. And even Python launcher also I'm doing this uninstallation. Yes. Fine. So right now we don't have any Python software in my computer. Do you want me check again? See, go to command prompt. Previously, when I checked, it was Python 3.1, 3.1 shows. But now after doing an installation, you can see Python space hyphen version. Now you see Python was not found. That means what? We don't have Python software right now because just now I have uninstalled. So let's proceed the installation process. To go to installation process first, we have to download it. So to download Python software, you should visit official website python.org. So let's go to python.org, www.python.org. I recommend to click on this downloads and simply you can see download Python 3.1, 3.1. Simply you can click on this and you will be able to get quickly within the fraction of seconds. It's almost lightweight file, 27.4 MB is there. It's completely downloaded. Once downloaded process is over, close this window and go to the downloads folder of your computer where it is there. So that the executable file present in the download folder only. So let's go to downloads folder. And there you can see Python 3.1, 3.1 is there. This is an executable file and version number is 3.1, 3.1. So to install the first time, this is just simply double click on it, nothing to do. Double click, but wait for some time here. Don't hit directly install now. Okay. So you can see, sir, installing Python 3.1, 3.1, 64-bit OS. And look at this, before going to hit the install now, I strongly recommend to activate these two checkboxes, sir. Why? Because these two checkboxes, if you activate, automatically the environment variable and path settings will be done. If you don't activate these two checkboxes, path settings you must do with manually. So that's the reason I recommend this path setting and .exe file to path. These two checkboxes must be activated. If you activate, then there don't be any issue. After writing the program and execution, there don't be any issue. Otherwise, we will get an issue even though if you write Python program, you are unable to execute just because of you have not set the or activate the environment variable during the installation. They'll ask you to do manually. Manually also you can do it, no problem. But better to go with this option at this moment. I'm activating these two checkboxes and click on simply install now. So once installed now, it will ask, do you want to allow this app to make changes to your device? Yes. So within just a few seconds after, you will be get your Python software in your machine. So there is no complexity in the installation procedure. Right. Once installation over, you can also cross-verify whether it is installed successfully or not by going to command prompt and type the same command like Python space ---- version. So that you will get clarity whether it's successfully installed or not. So let me check quickly that also. Fine, successfully installed. Close this and close this. So let me check successfully installed or not. So go to the command prompt and simply Python space ---- hit the enter button. Now you can see we got the same version back 3.1, 3.1. Because just now successfully I installed Python software. Right now your system is having Python, so you can start working with programming. But listen, sir, here, I'm showing you for the first time when we download install Python software, okay, you will get a default editor that is ideally. It stands for integrated development, learning, environment, integrated development learning environment. This is ideally software. Okay. So ideally is nothing but integrated development learning environment software here. So this is the default editor. Use if you want to continue with this default editor, you can, no problem. But I'll show you what are the options are there in front of us, what possible ways to write Python code and execute, I'm telling you. So first, let's try to discuss different ways to write Python code and execute. Different ways to write Python code and execute. So let me explain what are the basic different ways are there. Option 1, using interactive mode. Option 2, using script mode. Option 3, using Python IDLE software. Option 4, which I'm going to use the continuously in our sessions, the editor is using PyCharm editor. This is our editor throughout all the sessions of Python. But even though for the first time as a programmer, you must know about these three options also clearly. So using interactive mode, using script mode, using Python IDLE. So through this, how to manage the code also, you must know that. That's the reason I'm explaining clearly first three options. But anyway, I want to use these three options in my further programming sessions. I use continuously the PyCharm editor only in our upcoming sessions. Today we'll launch the PyCharm editor also, and you will come to know what is exactly the differences between, while writing the code in interactive window and script mode, ideally, and PyCharm. PyCharm is the recommended editor, especially for Python beginners who are dealing with Python programming. So initial stage of learning, recommend to use PyCharm only. Or else Visual Studio Code also possible. So let's begin with interactive. So what is interactive mode, sir? It's very simple. I said that for the first time we download and install software, you will get ideally software. So let's open ideally software. In that only we observe the interactive mode window only. Okay. So let's go to search, simply go to search and type ideally software. So integrated development environment. How you will get this default data of installation of Python. So let's open that. Then when I open ideally software, so see here, you'll get one window. This window is called interactive window or interactive shell. So as a programmer, you can interact with this window just by typing your code, and if you keep on hit the enter button, your output will be clearly available. Suppose here a variable and a press enter, you got and b variable 20. Then press b and press enter. You see that 20. Okay. So suppose you want to do a plus b, then 30 is it. So just type the code and keep on hit the button. Your output will be processed and display the output clearly, instantly. This is interactive window. As a programmer, I'm trying to interact by entering my code and keep on hitting the enter button. It's keep on going like that only. If you want to practice your Python programs with this interactive mode, you can continue, no problem. But the problem in this case means while writing code in interactive window, generally we recommend this interactive window for testing purpose. Testing means suppose you thinking logic, that logic is working fine or not, instantly you can go to ID and you can write it and test it and close that. But here you need to write complete program and save it somewhere like this. Directly you just go with the flow by typing the code and automatically this output will be produced by this. But even interactive, so we don't get any suggestions and you don't get error indications. For example, I can say I'm typing identity. So while typing, I think that as a new to Python program, this is correct. But we don't have any indication actually error indication. But that is not correct. Look at this, when I hit the enter button, then only you know what mistakes we done. The error print P capital wantedly have according to Python syntax. P is a small letter. Okay. But in the enter button, is that any indications that you did some wrong? So that's the reason it is not recommended to handle the code with Python with interactive mode. So the initial stage, after knowing rules and everything, you manage any layer. So this is interactive shell. Do you want to practice rules with interactive mode? You can go to it. And next option is that's code. So in the as a programmer, you can write complete programs like how much program you need, you can, and you must save the file with what extension, .py extension. So .py is an extension file. So you write the Python completely and try to save the file .py extension. And this script, once it is ready, then you try to execute that script file either by using command prompt or by using your ideally software which is available. So let's explain about script mode, how to handle the Python code with script mode. So let's see this. Script mode purpose, I'm just using a default or normal editor like Notepad editor only, sir. Let me go to Notepad. Yes, Notepad is also one of the plain text editor. You can also write in the Notepad any type of programming language. The matter is finally how you are saving your file, which extension is the matter. Okay, so let's open the Notepad. But remember, I don't really recommend to write Notepad also in the beginning level. Because the Notepad also, they don't have error indications and warnings and suggestions or intelligence will not at all come. As a programmer, you have to take your own risk while the code and typing the code. Even in the Notepad also, whatever the things we write the Python code, all words will be put in the black letters. That means there is no name actually. Okay, even keywords and function name and attribute names and all class names present in same color only. You don't recognize which one is method, which one is attribute, which is method. So at least if you there, the clear difference indication is there color combination. The method will be in different color, keyword will be different color, class different color, like that. At least recognize by looking its color, then whether it is keyword or variable or function, we recognize. So let me write simple code here. Suppose I'm writing very one writing just for showing welcome to Microsoft Python sessions. Okay, these are Python sessions. Just statement I pass. Okay, this is Python log here. After just line only and write and log. Just my is to show you how to write code in Notepad and execute in command prompt. So once I complete this logic, you must save this file. Look at this, I'm taking my file into desktop location on the desktop. And make sure the file name, you can give any file name, example giving. Then don't forget to give the extension .py, sample.py. It's my file name. The moment when I hit the enter button, automatically sample.py saved into desktop application. So you can see sample.py saved in my desktop. But one thing you can do is for the first time you are doing operations, but in your case, you'll be able to see the logo of sample.py. That is Python logo, you will be able to see that. But in my Visor, it's showing PC logo like Python editor because I have already editor in my computer. So recently, on which editor through I practice programs, editor logo is impacting here. That's the matter actually. But in your case, if you don't really PyCharm edit, if you don't really have PyCharm editor, then you will be able to see the Python logo here instead of PC, what we are seeing here. Okay. But not matter of logo, just observe the file is created, sample, this is file present in my desktop. Next, once you're ready with your script file, like script through we have written the logic, but next procedure, you execute that. Yes. How to execute that? There are two options to execute that script file. One option is either you can go to command prompt. Next option is you have already our editor is there, no? This ideal. Okay. That through also you can execute, no problem. Let's show you both how to manage both your cloud running. Okay. So first let's go to command prompt, sir. I'm showing that how to execute this sample.py file, which is present in desktop command prompt, we can execute. But notice this, in your case directly you can go to cd space desktop. CD means directly desktop because your targeted file is present in desktop. No, directly you can go through cd space desktop. But for a change, my case, I'm going to use cd space OneDrive first. OneDrive in the sense, in my system, the desktop is present in OneDrive location. That's what first I'm moving towards OneDrive location. CD means change directory. I'm changing my directory to OneDrive. In this OneDrive location only, I am maintaining desktop. Now this time you should go to desktop on CD space desktop. But in your case, directly you can go to CD space desktop, no problem. So press enter, you will see that desktop location is completely available. In this location only, my Python file is there, which I need to execute. Now coming to the point, to execute Python file, simply pass the command called Python. What is the file name? You have sample.py, sir. Python space sample.py. Then press enter. So we got the output clearly. Welcome to Durga Soft Python full stack sessions, which I have written in Notepad window. Or else, do you want to go with shortcut like py space sample.py also? You can hit this. Both commands works well. Either you can go through py space sample.py or you can go through Python space sample.py. Both are working fine. We are getting the output clearly like this. This is second option. Now to write the code what you want and save the file with the .py extension. Go to the command prompt, go to the required location where file is available and execute by simply py. So this is good for you. Then you can go through this practice second option script mode through. Okay. And next, some students ask, sir, I don't want to move here and there. Like what you said, notepad, writing code, notepad, save with .py, go to the command prompt. If yes, again, you can go back to your notepad and edit it and save it and come back to again. This is not required. Here and there, I don't want to move. Okay. So is there any option to manage writing code and saving code, execution code in one location? Yes, it's there. That is what I'm explaining, the third option using Python ideally. So we have already this editor no ideally software. Yes. No need, no need. Because Python is interpreted language. Okay, line by line code. So that's what no compilation not required. Internal take compilation while processing different line onwards. Now coming to this, using Python ideally. I'm showing directly you can go through ideal integrated development learning environment. There only create a new file, that is a file, and write over there and save over there and run over there. All together we can do in one window, that is ideally platform. But you may get just now it is ideally software at the time of interactive. That is not interactive mode. I'm showing with interactive mode. I'm creating a new file using only Python ideally. You see how I'm doing. Let's open ideally software. When I go to ideally, by default, you will get one window. This window is what windows are? Interactive window. But I don't want to continue my code with interactive window. I want to create an extremely new file. Look at this, there a file is there. Okay, and now you see new file option is there. There is a new file. And you may get doubt, sir. If our notepad file already created, no, that script mode file either can execute in command prompt or you can use ideally through also. See, if you have already available file, you can see file menu, open file. First, let me come to this open file. Already available file where it is there in my desktop. Sample, this also possible. Load it. So whatever I have written in notepad previously, that's opening. You want to run the run menu, run module. So in Python, every .py file has module. So that's what it's saying. Run it. So we got the output appear here. Instead of executing command prompt, you can execute in ideal software through also, no problem at all. Already available script file, you can load it into. So I don't want to load it, I don't want to write it in interactive window. Exclusively, I want to create a new file. Ideally means this option you have. Let's see this. Ideally, open it. Now you can see file menu, new file. This time I'm creating new files. Here only I'll create new file. I'll write the command I want and save with .py and execute it. All together in one location. New file and new title window is open. Write the code how much you want, how many lines you want, and also no interference, no error indication. Everything you have to take care manually from your side. Whether you did mistake or not, you don't know at the time of writing program. After execution only you will come to know what went wrong in that program. So this is not recommended for beginners. So writing my code, you must save this file. Saving, when we go to run, it won't run. Look at this, source must be saved. Let's to save this file again and with the name test.py. After saving, you just run this. It works well. Some we got the result. If any mistake, something I'm doing, not closing bracket properly, okay, save changes. And is any error in here, even though if you don't close bracket properly here, no. Then you will come to know what mistakes you done. Then after execution, you will come to get this bracket was not closed, a syntax error. Message box is coming. You have to say like this. This is the error indication now after execution. So close this and save it and rerun like this. So this is how we can manage the Python code using ideally exclusively. And if you go through this option, no need to run. You can write how much code they got extend run over. Which I don't really recommend of the option so far. This is you can try. And next I'm going to launch Python editor means this editor is exclusively for Python. Okay, once you start writing code in Python editor, never get any confused because maximum error indications, suggestions, intelligence options with graphically user interface facilities are there in Python editor. But Python, how to get it? Okay, Python editor you need to download and okay, but one more Python. If they want that, that's not correct. But you are using like Python Visual Studio editors. First step, you must complete Python installation. How I shown in the installation of Python. If you don't install of Python, then you don't get any interpreter. If you don't get interpreter, even though when we don't install Python editor, you can able to write the programs, but you can't run the programs because interpreter missing. So that's the reason I strongly recommend first install Python software. After that, you can go through any proper editor like Python editor. So without installation of Python software, you cannot have the Python interaction. So I am just clearly saying that it's must Python install is compulsory. After that only we can able to launch Python. Let's try to launch Python editor now. So to download and install Python editor, I recommend just go to Google, simply type download PyCharm. Download PyCharm. PyCharm. Simply download PyCharm. So once you got the download PyCharm, okay, download PyCharm. So you will be able to see this jetbrains.com, www.jetbrains.com official website, Yes. So click on this download PyCharm first link, jetbrains.com. As usual, you will get this PyCharm professional, and by default it is download option immediately, sir, because this is not our editor. So I'll show you. This is PyCharm professional. There are two versions are there, even in PyCharm professional and community. So our version is community, not professional. This PyCharm professional is for Python integrated development environment for data science programmers, especially while dealing with the Django, REST API and other things are there. No, that purpose we use this download PyCharm professional. Why? Because I don't recommend in this case, means this is free 30 days trial version only. You can able to work with this PyCharm professional maximum 30 days. After 30 days, your evaluation period will be expired, and again you need to purchase from JetBrains. But that I don't really recommend. No need to purchase. And you just scroll down a little bit more, and now you can see we have PyCharm Community Edition. This IDE for pure Python development, which is completely free, built on open source. I recommend to download this one with the .exe Windows only. Don't go with this next operating system process is there, Windows ARM64. I don't recommend. This is only recommend. So after that, you can see download started. Once you download it, download has begin. So it also don't take much more time. So hardly it takes 1 or 2 minutes time, depends on your network speed. So I'm just, you can see downloaded successfully PyCharm editor. Which editor I recommend? Community only, sir. Community, PyCharm community. Okay. So download also successfully done. Once download successfully done, start the procedure to installation. I mean this one only, PyCharm community edition. Click on download. Let's close all the windows, and I have successfully downloaded PyCharm editor. You will see this already downloaded folder. It's there, PyCharm community. It will be installed. Let me installation step. But before installation, I might be PyCharm editor. Since we handle so many batches daily offline online, but uninstall it, no problem. So once I uninstall, and I can reinstall for you, so that you will also get clarity what options to select installation procedure. Again, just go to control panel for installation procedure. Install program. Because I already have PyCharm editor. So this is PyCharm community. Let's click and install it, sir. So it's very simple. It's not take much. Very simple. 1 minute of time, it will be installed almost. So let's remove which is already present PyCharm community in my computer, so that I can show you installation process of PyCharm step by step. So I request you, please today you can use all these steps. Take much more time, 5 minutes time if you spend, then you'll be able to set up complete Python and PyCharm editor once with this, so that it will be easy to practice your programs in a PyCharm. Even this recording video also they'll upload in our YouTube channel. I'll show you at the end of the session how to watch the YouTube videos, which I completed. Lecture is the third lecture. Even tomorrow also you have a demo session. Please feel free to attend the demo lecture tomorrow. Also, tomorrow is the last lecture. But after completion of tomorrow demo lecture, you must enroll for this course if you really wish to continue my lectures. Please try to do that. Okay. So before Monday session joining, Monday morning joining session, you must complete the process. Then only you can do with these lectures. Because the team will provide a new link for all the enrolled from Monday. But more you have PM session, you can feel free to join with this same link only, same time 9 a.m. Okay. So just I'm giving clear. Now you can say installation completes over now. So right now PyCharm editor is also uninstalled successfully from my computer. Now it's time to installation procedure. How to install PyCharm means simply go to download option, download folder. Simply double click on PyCharm community.exe and here just go with the next option and run. So you want to allow the app to make changes to your device? Yes. And simply come to PyCharm community editor setup wizard is coming. Click on next option, and the destination folder is only click on option, and then desktop shortcut. You want to create shortcut in desktop, activate this checkbox, and don't forget to create this checkbox in path variable. And main context menus are up here, and .py extensions also required. All checkboxes you can activate. You must include the .py extension from your side. But if I activate this checkbox .py every time in the Python programming, don't need to give extensions, directly you can give the file name only. Click next, click on install it. Within 2 seconds, your PyCharm will be ready now. Wait for a few seconds. Now we'll try to launch PyCharm editor now. But make sure that, sir, after launching PyCharm editor, in this PyCharm editor, you have to create a project folder. We have to create a project folder means from now how many examples and programs we'll discuss on the topic, all the files I'll prepare in that folder only. So at the end of complete Python code advanced session, so that there is a possibility to upload this project folder into your Google Drive, so that programs will come as a soft copy. So that will be better actually. So to manage your all files in the one folder, so you should create folder today. So daily you have to practice on that folder. You can add as many as you want. So done, almost completed installation.